I'm Lily.
And I'm Kiev. And welcome to the portal of our minds. Look at that jawline.
Oh, ooh, look at you.
All right, let's see the other side.
Ooh.
This is my good side.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another piece of our minds.
And today what we have for you is you're not crazy. You're just waking up. I repeat, you are not crazy.
Or are you?
Or are you?
Or are we?
Or are we all crazy? Is every other like-minded person who thinks this way just crazy?
Are we all just crazy together? Can we all just form a little group?
A crazy cuddle pack.
Wait, a cuddle pot? What?
Pack.
A cuddle pack? So we all have to cuddle?
Well, no, it's
or is that just a saying that I'm...
It's a cuddle for your mind for other crazy people.
Oh, okay.
It made sense in my head. I didn't physically mean we have to get together and cuddle because that's kind
of weird.
It's not
that's
weird.
Crazy.
To some people, it's cool.
Oh, I guess so.
I mean, look at the elites. They like to go out into the woods naked and hump each other all day. So
they do.
You haven't heard that? This is a secret society?
Oh.
That there's a group of elites or something that goes out there and bones each other in the butt.
That really doesn't sound too far-fetched.
And then they do rituals. But back to the point of the video. We're leaving that in there, by the way.
The whole thing?
Back to the point of the video. You're not crazy.
So, yeah.
What we mean by that, literally as it sounds like, you're not crazy. The way that you've been getting treated for talking about certain things to your family or your friends, and then they start calling you crazy or saying you need to get some meds or something like that. That's not how it is. You're not crazy. This is where the internet becomes your best friend, because you can go out there and reach out to so many other people that are all thinking the exact same way. And it's beautiful. It's a sense of security, and it's a sense like a weight off your shoulders once you find other like-minded people. They're like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I'm not crazy anymore. Or like what you perceived yourself to be crazy. Like you weren't ever crazy, but we're crazy to follow this government blindly. That's the only thing we're crazy about.
That's what I think is crazy. But
govern your mentality.
It's just a part of the process. We signed this soul contract to come down here on planet Earth at this time during the Great Awakening. And some of us chose to wake up, and some of us are not choosing to, and that's completely okay.
Like, I want to stay asleep.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, that's just how it is. But for those of us that chose to wake up, or that chose to go down the spiritual awakening path, I will say that it's not easy. I mean, it gets easier, obviously, but the beginning part, like, no one said it was going to be
it wasn't going to be a smooth road.
And yeah, it's a difficult path. It really is.
Falling boulders, there's rocky paths. You might slip, you might stumble, you might fall, but
you will.
You get back up, brush yourself up, you'll be good.
Yeah, it's a part of life. But I would say one of the hardest parts is having people that you're close to, friends and family members, because you have all these ideas and you just want to tell people, right? But we just have to accept that a lot of people just aren't ready.
They're not ready to accept your dreams that you want to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Accept the things you want to do.
A lot of the times we get told like, oh, like bro, you're crazy, or like, or you need to stop, investing your time in that. It's a waste of time, things like that. And then it's a part of the journey.
And then when you do like give an explanation for something, it's just they're in complete disbelief, and they have to find up some excuse for why it's that way, or yeah, you're crazy, go take some meds, or like you're insane, because they're in complete disbelief that it's not, that what you're saying is the truth. They won't believe it because their government isn't telling them. Rather than people that they can physically face-to-face talk to and have a normal conversation with, they don't want to believe. But they'll believe something that someone umpteen miles away across the country is going to tell you through the TV.
Yeah, here's the thing.
When hypnosis is a thing.
Yeah. Like, all of the answers are within us. They're all right here in your heart. They're all either... all the answers are within us, and we can go within by meditating, unplugging, taking a break from
social media,
technology. Yes, unplugging.
See how quickly everyone got absorbed into technology once it got placed in front of everyone? It's not natural.
It's not.
It's really not. You should be outside doing what you did as a kid. You like to play outside. Why don't you still play outside? Oh, because you're an adult and it looks weird. Your friends are going to call you weird because you want to go to the field and play football or play catch. Or go swing on the swings because they're there for people to do. You're not crazy. You're not weird. You're... Crazy is another word for being realistic in my eyes. When you get called crazy, it just means you're a truth teller.
That's how I see it. Like,
we're truthers.
Like, shoot, call me crazy then, because I would rather be crazy than boring. I'll tell you that much right now. I would much rather be crazy than boring. And if you feel crazy, or if you have people making you feel crazy, like,
you're not alone.
You're not alone. Thank you. You're not alone. There's other people that feel the exact same way, and there's other people that are on the same exact wavelength as you. We've been through it. And, like, people still call us crazy or be like, oh, are you on drugs? Oh, you must be on drugs. Like, I'm sorry, can I not be high on life?
Right? I can definitely say the first time I had a spiritual awakening or had that conscious, my third eye got blasted open, and I wasn't prepared for anything that I was going to see, hear, or, like, feel out in the air, you know? Like, I wasn't prepared for it. So, before I got to really talking to her about this type of stuff, like, for a good few months, I thought I was going insane. I thought I was crazy. I was just like, there's no way that this reality that we're living in isn't real. Like, there's no way, like, that these TVs that they place in front of us are put there to distract us from our goals and aspirations and dreams in life. But then you look at all these celebrities and you realize they're never just sitting at home watching TV all day. They're not just sitting around in front of their phone and TV all the time.
Or
they're out there doing stuff.
Or the fact that...
And I'm just using celebrities as an example for people who have found a way themselves to live their best life. You're not crazy. So these things, these theories that you might be having about how the world works and how you think aliens are real, and then if you start meditating by listening to other teachers and stuff like that, and you start to see things and you're trying to tell your family about it, you get so excited because you're able to tell someone who you've been comfortable with your entire life, and then they spit in your face.
Yeah.
It breaks you. It makes you feel worthless, and it makes you feel like you're alone. You're not alone. There's literally you can connect. Look up hashtag spiritual talk on Twitter, on anything. I guarantee it.
Or spiritual awakening.
You will find so many people to talk to out there. You're going to come across so many people. And there's going to be the people who are still going to be on the internet trolling you, telling you, oh, this is the devil's work. This is the devil's work. Well, they haven't come to the realization of what this really is. And if this many people around us are actually not being influenced by it, but are coming upon this on their own, they're not being influenced by anything. They're doing it of their own free will. So how is that demonic?
Well, and here's the thing.
Evil or crazy.
You can never really know what this is, a spiritual awakening. But what I was going to say was you can never really know unless you've been through it yourself.
That's true.
So you got all these people telling you these things about it, but it's like they can't really tell you much because they aren't the one going through it. Unless they're going through it with you, or they've already been through it and you look to them as like a mentor, they can't really tell you much about it. Don't let anyone say that you're crazy if they're not going through what you're going through.
If they haven't gone what you've gone through, like, I feel like most of the spiritual people out there have gone through hell before they got where they were. And a lot of people who don't really believe in spirituality haven't. And I know a lot of people are going to come back and say something against this, but this is just my personal opinion. I feel like a lot of the people who aren't acquainted with spirituality or opening their consciousness and accepting certain things for the way they are, is because they haven't really had to go through that ultimate mental struggle that a lot of us who are on our spiritual journey have had to go through to find and do that inner work, to find themselves, to figure out who they truly are in order to love themselves. Like, that's literally in the Bible. Love thyself. Come on now. We're supposed to be here together.
And
love.
And that's the thing, is a lot of us don't really know who we are. And I'm not talking about us as Lily or, Kiev humans. I'm talking about, like, who we really are soulfully, like, outside of this body is what I'm talking about. So, and a lot of us don't know who we are in that sense. So it's okay. So just, like, at this point, it is, like, I want to say the minority, but I mean, there are a bunch of people going through this because we are in the midst of the Great Awakening on the planet, which is exciting. But it can also be scary for some people who aren't,
who are going through this thing on their own, who don't have a friend that they're going through with, who are just all of a sudden they woke up questioning everything, and then all of a sudden they start asking questions to their family, and they start telling them the same things that they hear other people's families. Okay, one thing I will point out, you're gonna notice is when you start talking to certain people, they're gonna start telling you things, and they're gonna be the exact same thing from every single person, and it's gonna almost sound robotic or like a voicemail being played over and over again.
That's because we're all programmed.
We were all told the same thing at such a young age, and it's been a program that's engraved in our minds not to be different than others. Even though everyone tells you when you grow up, be unique, be your own person, nobody truly means it, because they still tell you to go out and do the same thing as other people. Go to college, go get a job, go make us proud, go make us happy. Why do I have to make you proud? Why can't I make myself proud by doing the things I want to do? So be smart, be happy. You're not crazy. Just know you got us if y'all need to talk to us. Mm-hmm. We are here for you. But it's like, I feel like I have so much more to say. Like, I'm just waiting for that person to be like, hey, drop a live stream real quick so we can talk. You know what I mean? But on that note,
peace.
Love you guys.